Hi y'all, welcome back. Today we're planting more potatoes, guys. We're going to be planting these a little bit different than we planted the last ones. We're going to be planting them in the same area that we had the potatoes planted as perennials instead of annuals. We're going to plant them in the same area. We're just going to plant them in a row. We're also going to be taking the fence that was surrounding the block to keep the chickens out. We're going to open it up and use it as trellises and supports. So we're going to be double using this area now. Okay, the homestead is constantly changing and we're constantly adding and taking away things, so you never know what's going to be going on. Okay, so for starters, I want to share with you how I'm going to be planting these a little bit differently. I will be using compost this time, and the compost looks like this. Okay, so here's where we've had that wood chip mulch that we've been using in the garden, and this is where I pulled the compost from. So we're taking this and we're going to use it on those potatoes when we get those planted in. Here are the potatoes we will be planting. These are the potatoes we pulled up straight from the potatoes planted as perennials instead of annuals. So we're going to be using the same potatoes. We're going to see how well it comes out. Hopefully it'll come out very well this time. We'll be hoping for a harvest. So let's go ahead and get to planting these guys. For starters, here is where the potatoes already are. So I'm just going to kind of use that as a guide to keep going. Okay, and I will take these and brace these up a little bit so that way they have better support and can keep growing. Okay, so in the last video I showed pulling this up, and we're going to come right back and plant again and hope for the best. Some of these already have the shoots on them, so that's a good sign. Okay, so we're going to just kind of place these ever so often, and we'll try to stagger some too. Again, these are just whatever variety. I lost the tags last year, so I have no clue what varieties we have. So we're just going to plant them, place them down top of the soil. And then I'm just going to come back and put the smaller ones wherever there's an empty spot, because we try to pack in as much as we can into a small area, and that may be a downfall, but we don't have a very big planting area, so we're going with it. So we'll just sporadically put these out. Alright, so we planted them all, or we laid them all down. Okay, so I'm just going to take the compost and just kind of put it down across the tops. And the ones that have the plants already, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of use it to brace the plant up a little bit. Put it around the plant. Hopefully it'll help hold them in place and give them some better nutrients. And again, these have sticks in them. I'm not cleaning it out. I'm just sprinkling it down over top of the potatoes. So we're going to do it a little bit differently this time. And I did get a 5-gallon bucket full. So we're going to try to spread it all unless it looks like it's too much. So we're just going to keep spreading it. Okay, again, this one here, we're going to prop it up a little bit, put it around there. It's a big old stick. We're going to take that big chunk out. That was a big stick, a big chip. Sometimes those do get in there. Alright. So that's not a whole lot to it, guys. Just spreading it down over top. Trying to get some on all the potatoes. And I will be mulching these in as well. I'm doing a lot of mulching to try to cut down on weeds, time, and water. So I am doing the mulching for those 3 reasons. I'm going to add the azomite, which is one of my normal nutrients to add. This, again, azomite is trace minerals, so, and it's very dusty, so please be careful when spreading it. Don't inhale it, please. All right, so we have the azomite down. Like I said, the azomite is good for trace minerals. All right, and then, whoop. And then we have the bone meal. The bone meal is for production. So we're going to spread that. And then your blood meal is your nitrogen. It's one of the nutrients I use a lot. Okay, we're going to spread that. And I do not measure. I probably should, but I want everything to have a good dose. All right, and then the next step we're going to do is just cover it up with mulch. And we're going to use the same hay that was here before for the perennials instead of annuals planting. So we're going to still use the same mulch. All right, I will mulch the sides to kind of give me some weed protection here, and we're going to mark the ends. Alright guys, so I found a couple more blocks. We're going to mark the ends of the rows so I know where the row is. Alright, so we're just going to spread the hay over top because we got the markers at the end. And we're going to prop the ones that already have growth on them. We're going to prop them up and mulch them in so they can go ahead and get some nice sun on them. Again, we're going to, and I'll treat this guy here for pest damage, so we'll get everything taken care of. So we'll get these plants that are already established, we'll get them sprayed and taken care of. All right. So this is, we're going to do the row. I'm going to do it about 6 inches because when it rains, it'll pack down and it'll be even lower. So it's going to seem high to start with, but it'll go down fairly quickly. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me through this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. And until next time, happy homesteading.